Good day everyone, this is Patrick from EasyFX Code Trading System, and it's Sunday, the 8th of December 2019, and this is the weekly analysis for Euro, Cable and the Aussie dollar, and this is the second week of December. Let's start off with the Euro, and on the daily chart you can see initially that it climbed up higher and reached the 21 Fib retracement level where we marked our upper trend line for a slightly bullish channel. However, after that on Friday it fell back from the 111 resistance zone back down to the weekly R1 pivot level at 110.40, and this is due to better than expected US payroll report, and now it has turned slightly bearish in the short term, but still within the channel, and it could consolidate at the start of next week before finding some support, and there should be support from the 50 Fib retracement level. Otherwise, if it falls below this lower trend line of the channel, then it's likely to retest the weekly pivot at the 110.11 area. And next week there is a key event with the ECB having a rate decision on Thursday, with Christine Lagarde having her first meeting as the president. This area now, we'll see whether it's going to turn into resistance at the 38 Fib retracement level at 110.65. Alright, so there is an interim support at the 50 Fib area. Let's take a look on the 4-hour time frame. And yes, this confluence with the lower trend line of the channel, that should identify it as an interim support area. Alright, so let's take a look at the cable. And following Thursday's analysis, it did climb up all the way through the weekly R3 pivot, where the 138 Fib extension level is, and then made its way all the way to the 162 Fib, as we identified at the 131.63 Fib, and stayed there until the non-farm payroll report came out and fell back to retest the 138 Fib area before a slight bounce back up. So it's still on a bullish bias looking at the weekly time frame, and because the key event coming up on Thursday is the UK general elections, and if the Conservatives win by a majority, then this is going to continue further and likely going to punch through the 132 resistance zone, and likely to climb all the way up to the 133.50 area where the weekly 200 EMA is, and then further up at the 134 psychological level or round figure level. That's where the 262 Fib extension is at 134.07. Alright, going back to the daily time frame. So this zone is It's already been breached, and this is going to be a key support zone now. Alright, there is also some minor news on Tuesday for the UK with the GDP and manufacturing production figures, but the key one everyone's looking out for will be the election results. There is also the US FOMC rate decision late Wednesday night and early Thursday morning, but no rate changes are expected. It's more of what the outlook is going to be. Alright, let's move on to the Aussie dollar. And the Aussie dollar, after climbing back into the symmetrical triangle, it has consolidated within the weekly or the daily 55 EMA right up to the resistance zone at the 0.6860 area, and it continued to consolidate on the Friday as well with the US non-farm payroll report. Let's take a look at the 4-hour time frame, and yes, it's still finding support from the low trend line of the triangle, where there's a interim key support zone below that, and resistance right up to the previous swing low at 0.6864. Right, there's no major news for the Aussie this week except some minor ones on Tuesday with housing prices and also the business confidence index, but those are relatively minor. The key event will be the FOMC rate decision from the US and a couple of US economic news as well, with CPI on Wednesday and retail sales on Friday. So until it can break out of this apex of the triangle, then it's going to continue to consolidate in this zone. And its 38 pip retracement level is also close by to the weekly R3 pivot level. So we'll see what the new weekly pivots are going to be at the start of next week. And meanwhile, do check out my other videos on spot gold and dollar yen, and as well as Ichimoku analysis for euro and the cable. Have a good trading week then, and cheers.